Hello, my name is Michael Glass from yourforexriches.com, where successful traders never stop learning. We're going to do a little weekend wrap up here for February 5th, 2011. Before we begin, we have to talk about our disclosures. Any symbols that you see today should not be inferred as a trading recommendation. Any form of investing that you choose to use, stock, forex, futures, or options, all have a level of risk associated with them. You can lose your money. Any setup strategies we talk are purely hypothetical. Future results are not guaranteed. And any investment decision you make is solely your responsibility to trade at your own risk. Okay, as we bring up the charts, we are going to go ahead and take a look at the dollar currency pairs first, starting off with the dollar yen. And we can see long term we are in a downtrend for the past year, basically. Trying to drift up to the 200 moving average on the daily chart. We do have, a potential swing up to that 200 moving average. On the 4 hour, we see this great move. And where did it die? The 200 moving average on the 4 hour chart. And we're getting an inside bar right now. And we can see that Bollinger Band breakout on the 1 hour chart. And as we pull back. So right now, I don't really see a trade. We want to let it pull back if you believe in this move up towards the 200 moving average. But keep in mind, once again, longer time frame, we are in a downtrend. So any counter trend trade that you're making to get up to the 200 moving average is counter trend. What you may look at is we see that this the 50 moving average has been resistance, and it's possible as we went up and died at the 200 moving average. We'll zoom up one more time, and we can see that's also the 50 moving average. So I'm not definitely bullish on this one. You actually might have had an entry off of that 50 moving average. Let's wait and see before we find a trade on this one. Next up is the dollar Canadian. And a lot of choppiness in here on the daily charts. Bias is sideways to negative, going down. As we start moving down, the 50 moving average started acting as resistance. We'll zoom in a little bit. Came up, down. So the 50 moving average is starting to act as resistance. So we would be looking for shorts, probably a break below the wicks here, below 98.4, 98.45. But likewise, I don't really see a trade yet on this one. You could have played the failure off the 200 here, which would align with the 50 moving average on the daily. Maybe some pullbacks, shorts off this 4 hour up to the 50 moving average. But right now, I don't see a trade setting up. Let's go to the dollar franc. Longer time frame, we are in a downtrend, so we're looking for shorts off of the shorter time frames to get an agreement with. Now, recently there is a little consolidation going on here. Whoops, let's close that down. Just trying to zoom it in for you. We can see the 50 over the last 2-3 months acting as resistance, and when we pushed up, what happened? We died at the 50. So there's two ways to look at this. We certainly have a little push higher. That's good. But we're supposed to be looking for shorts. But this up move is a little strong. We did, on the first two, did they close above the 200 moving average on the 4 hour? No, they did not. But yet we're able to do that on the dollar franc. Our 1 hour chart, look at these great buys off of the 20 moving average. So I know we know that our best trades are when we have dual time frame agreement, but we may want to switch our bias to the upside here on the dollar franc. Let's see what happens the next time it pulls back to the 20 moving average. Now we're going to flip it. We're still going to look at the dollar, but we're going to go to the pound dollar. And here we can see a nice uptrend, nice bounces off the 200 moving average here. Almost have a W pattern going on in here. So certainly, I know I want to go ahead and put an alert up here. If we can get back up here, I'm going to go up here to 1.63. So I'm going to put an alert to see if we break that. If we get above, there we go. You can see most of our triggers have alert gone off. Remember, a trigger, an alert is just to say, hey, come take a look. Doesn't mean you have to trade. So we want to find a place to buy. Now, the 4-hour gave us a good place to buy as we're pulling back here. You might have got a little taken out here or a little off the 20, but the 50 gave us a good little bounce here that we're coming into. We did get a Bollinger Band squeeze breakout on that push down from the 20 down to the 50, and now we found some support, and we're sitting here at the 20 moving average once again. So I don't see a trade yet. On the daily, I would like to see it come on back here to the 20 moving average. Maybe a little bit more pull back to the 20 moving average. I'll be interested to see what happens if it does break the 20 on the 4-hour chart, but not a trade yet. Next, we're going to look at the Aussie dollar. Nice uptrend here. Nice uptrend here. Likewise with the pound dollar. I am interested to see what happens up here, so I am going to put an alert on this one to see what happens as it comes up back up there. We know that it could be double tops. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to break. Gets us above this wick here too. Actually had a Bollinger Band breakout to the downside. Could have got a good 20 pips in there or so. Does look like we found support in the 20 moving average on the 4-hour chart. That's good. And you could even be aggressive and put an alert around 1.015, because that would be taking out half of this big candle push down in a run to go back up. Because it is just an alert, I am going to go ahead and do that just to see what happens if we can break above the last 4-hour candle. It is an aggressive entry, but it is dual time frame agreement. A longer time frame, we're up. So when we get a confirmation with the shorter time frame, we have a trade. The ideal place though was to bounce off the 20 moving average, but if we can get a continuation of the move, then I think we'll have an entry on that. Let's check the New Zealand dollar. Nice uptrend there also. We did get a pull back to the 20 here. We did get a pull back to the 20. This one I don't feel as bullish about. It hasn't pulled back, retraced back enough. 4 hours in a downtrend, 1 hour in a downtrend. I'm not going to go with an entry there. I want to see what's going to happen here before I look at an entry for this one. So I'm going to pass on this one. So let's go over to the euro next. Alrighty, nice uptrend. Got a consolidation area going on here for the past 4 months or so. Zoom in a little bit. Nice bouncing off the 200 moving average. You can make a funky W in here. Where we paused matches up with the swing low areas here back in October. Pulling back though. We may see something here because we are pulling back to the 20 moving average. We bounced a little bit. But I'm thinking that we could go a little bit lower. You can see our stochastics are putting lower. So I would like to wait until we may come back down here to the 200 moving average before we have a nice long entry here. And I don't see any volatility setting up there on the 1 hour chart for our intraday plays. Let's go over to the euro yen. And you can see this is just consolidating. We did look at this before and we did get a breakout on this, but it's pulling back. Got a nice inside bar at the 50 moving average. This, because we weren't able to close fully above the 200, It looks like we're coming back down. We may actually have a play for this to go back down and retest the lows. Got a lot of wicks here. Yeah, if we can close below the 50 moving average on the daily, we may go back and test those swing lows before. So I am going to put an alert on this one to see if we break below Friday's low. So this one's going to be a price below. Okay. Next, we're going to look at the Euro Franc. Nice downtrend. Would love to short the next move up on the 200 moving average. We may have a short setting up here though, right now. On our daily, looks like the 20 is trying to hold up, so we need to break the 20. Little consolidation here in this 128 range. Probably want to see it get below that. Not bullish on this one yet, so nothing setting up yet. I might be interested if we get below these wicks. So let's go ahead and put an alert there. Again, alerts just call our attention to see if what we think might happen is being set up. Alrighty, one more, the Euro Canadian. Uptrend, but big consolidation going on here. Looks like the 200 moving average is trying to hold up here. We'll be interested to see if that holds. Nice inside bar. Look at the 1 hour just trending down. The 20 moving average. Be interested to see if we can get another short off the 20 moving average on the daily. We did get a 20 below the 50 on the 4 hour. So this may be turning a little bearish. But I'm not seeing a trade quite yet. So we want to thank you guys for watching, and we want to share some resources with you. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Either Your Forex Coach on Twitter and Your Forex Riches on Facebook and Twitter. But if you go to our site, Your Forex Riches, you can just click on the link to find our social media links. We've got a great trading room for you. Earn while you learn. No automatic billing. They've got a free trial. Great system using our market profile. So go to yourforexriches.com trading room. Another partner we have with our broker, 201 Leverage, and you can get access to your money. Some places it's a little bit harder to get your money. They hold it for a couple of days. So great features broker for you. And a great signal software for you for those looking for signals. Predicts the 8-hour trend in advance and helps you trade within 60 seconds or less. So thanks, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow with our next technical analysis wrap-up for Thursday.